as well. I mean, I'm already here.
We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
So I essentially lost what was an hour of footage because of a technical bug.
Isn't he hot?
Oh,
It's
probably.
nice to meet you all.
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
Shut up.
My name is...
Wait, didn't we do this already? Wait, I did this already.
My name is Takito Maruki. Thank you for welcoming me to your school. No need to be formal.
Or was this me seeing your screen? I'm like, I thought I saw deja vu. Yeah,
You can
definitely
even call me
deja
Doc
vu.
if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Alright, so the school got a psychologist.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Alright, he's a clown.
Yo. You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. What's his name?
Maruki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage?
And once again, I say something, they say it back.
Do you really think he'll do us any good?
Yuji.
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
Just call me Ren.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Let's see. Do you think I was up in the castle? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks.
Bribe was
All you can
candy.
eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Well, let's see. We're not little kids.
You're right. To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience.
Make it into an experience.
Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
Mental training. If I make use of this, it might aid in our Phantom Thieves activities
Also
too.
snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
No harm in a little chat.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get...
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
All right, I made a deal with Maruki. I swear to God, I thought I was in this here. I was here already. Guess not.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know?
Someone like a psychologist.
Give me a name.
So every time when I make a pact with someone, I guess I go back into the present.
A new vow. It
Thank you,
shall
my guy.
become the wings
Thank
of
you.
rebellion that breaketh with the birth.
All right.
So hold up, dude.
Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then,
I honestly feel like I'm gonna call it a night early. Okay.
Okay, quiet down.
Shut up. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few questions I'll speak with later. The school decided a visit to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. Well, yo, you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It kind of sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'll do it, but I don't know if I'm really that into the idea, you know? Let's do it. Yeah, probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyways. I think I'm gonna give it a try. Counseling, eh? Lady Ann's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? You know, we gotta be a good student, as much as that is very difficult.
yes.
Alright, we're visiting the psychologist, or therapist, counselor.
Welcome.
Are you here for my counseling session? Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good idea so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack?
Well,
Shall we get started? Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Sure. Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyways. Yes, I say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You can even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyways. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. Absolutely, I am. Take all the time you need. Alright, and they're discussing, she's talking about her story. I see, that's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And? At first, I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was gonna put herself though. But...
Right.
Later I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it'd just give him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you're quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. Huh? I think you got the wrong. No, but in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So what's on your mind now? Right now?
Let me think.
I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you can still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it's definitely be better if none of this happened at all, but
Quite.
yeah, I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe out every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems I lost track of the time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming in to see me. Oh, no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that all of my chest
Be
is
careful,
all
okay?
off of my chest. Ha, good to hear. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by any time again.
Okay, I'm gonna
Will
get
do.
going.
See you around. Now it's my turn. Or do we get to see Ryuji's arc? No. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going in soon, right, Ren? How'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I expected. I think you should go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruki's easier to talk to than you think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's in the nurse's office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass time in the area until you're done. This one's super special. It's not even anywhere on the forum yet. Anyway, do you remember that bully Daisuke Takanashi, whose heart you changed earlier? Well, it turns out there's someone pulling the strings the whole time. It seems like Takanashi didn't have a choice but to listen to what this guy told him to. But ordering someone to bully others is a pretty crappy thing to do, isn't it? That's horrible, right? It's totally unacceptable. This person has to be somewhere in our school, right? You should take a look around. In the meantime, I'll secretly do a little more research too. If we want to go after this target, we'll need a name. Let's go investigate the school. So request received. Alright, so we have a side mission and we have the psychologist.
How are you?
Ah, hello. Are you here for a session as well? That's right. That's so. Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he ever came to Shuriken. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yoshisaya-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
All right then.
What do you say? We get started. Alright, awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome, thank you for coming. Didn't have much choice. We made a deal. Well, I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble. And they're all talking. I see. Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in, Amamiya-kun. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. I'm doing okay now. So much for my privacy. But you weren't before, I take it. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay?
So,
now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your eternal world with your external one. I should know, that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. Nani? How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality, some conception of themselves they're striving for?
for example,
Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much, that kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you met, huh? But it sounds right, yep. Kinda creeping me out. That sounds right. Not even deflecting self-depreciation. You really are strong, Amamiya-kun.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life on its own, I guess.
Say.
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind? Nani?
No,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel.
How about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people, so what? I'll need more details. Sorry. Oh, I guess my point is, I like to ask you to help me with that research. All you have to do is listen to my theories, and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule, and I got a lot of snacks too. You can have them, they're yours. Better make it worth it. Why me though? Well, to be honest, sometimes I hit a wall in my research. I've been working on it alone, but some second opinions from a perspective like yours could really push it forward. And don't worry, I'll promise I'll repay you for it.
Well,
let's see, I know. Maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. For sure, I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential. Sure.
thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. I feel like my bond with Maruki is growing deeper. Slow down. When Joker's inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately.
All right.
Detox X.
I know.
Alright. Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time or when I need some input from you. Sure. That should do it. Now, I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off, thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
All right.
Oh, and here, never a bad snack. Never's a bad time for a snack. I mean, they should have gotten a little bit deeper into the, the whole
Well,
psychology thing. Thanks for your help today. I'll see you around at school. Would have been cool if you could get to hear those mental techniques.
Man.
You really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometimes. But we should definitely go get some deep sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? Alright. So I think we're gonna call it a day. Let me see my confidants. Master of the Velvet Room observes and aids you under the pretext of rehabilitation towards freedom. An amnesiac talking cat who moved in with you after you met in the metaverse. The owner of Cafe LeBlanc serves as your guardian in Tokyo. A quarter American who spends time abroad. She stands up to those, saves those like herself and her friends. A fellow Persona user and the former star of the track team, he resents selfish adults. The doctor of a clinic in Yogi Najaya, who has a bad rep, she cooperates if you help her with her test trials. Your classmate who knows your identity, he wants to help you with making the world a better place. A counselor recently hired at Shujin Academy, he reaches out to students to help ease their burdens. So that's so far my team. Alright, so we have the Fool, the Magician, the Hero, the Lovers, the Chariot, Death, Moon, Counselor. Alright, let's save. Let's just acknowledge that beautiful master track in the background. You're in June?
Huh?
You're in June? May? I'm fucking far behind. So these are my masks right now, right? What is she? She's a Lovers. I got a Temper. I got another Lovers. A Chariot. And a Hermit. And this is my main one right now. Alright, so we're gonna call it a day. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice night.